Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. So remember how I always say that I watch a lot of videos and read a lot of books and listen to a lot of podcasts about the law of attraction and manifestations, and I was thinking about creating a format of a video that would help me to share this information with you sooner, and it wouldn't get to a point where I would love to share all that I found out, but I just don't know where to start from. So I was thinking that if I maybe share 3 things that I like the most from all the information that I was listening for the whole week, maybe that will work out. And I will also be sharing links in the description box to where I found this idea, so you would see and hear and watch for yourselves. These 3 quotes are all on the same subject, the law of attraction. And the first one is from Gala, and she took it from Abraham Hicks. If you know the answer will make you feel bad, don't ask the question. So she was talking about that we need to pay attention to what we listen to and who we talk to, so we would maintain this positive attitude. And I was talking about why it is important in my video here. And this quote is the perfect addition to this idea, because how often it happened in your life, I know it happened a lot in my life, where it is more important for me to be right than to feel good, and it takes willpower to actually not go into the specifics, into that dark place, and choose to be happy and stay sane. And so when you have a conversation with somebody and you know that you will now ask something that will make you feel worse, and you don't already feel good enough, right? Just stop yourself. Just turn on that switch, that willpower. Don't go there. Choose to switch off, restart instead, and move on to something that will make you feel better. The second quote is from the Limitless podcast by Nick Taylor. When you try to substitute your guidance system with somebody's opinion, you will always feel bad. It will feel wrong. And oh my god, this is such a big thing for me to realize. This is why it doesn't work. This is why you listen to some people's advice. And remember, it was a very popular idea, and I guess it's still going on the internet, that to be successful, you need to look at a successful person, find out what they were doing, and do the same, and then you will be successful too. And I don't know about you, but it never worked for me. I remember I found a job where I needed to sell ads in a magazine, and my boss was telling me that I need to lie to the secretaries of managers in big companies to get into a meeting with this manager and try to sell this space in a magazine for the ad. And I remember it was so hard for me to deal with this idea that I will have to lie to somebody to get into a meeting with somebody. Because first of all, I once was a secretary, and I know that secretaries get in trouble for that. And second of all, this person who is trying to get in without the appointment can be kicked out, and I really didn't want to do that. And he was teaching me and telling me, my boss was telling me that everything is okay. I was doing this 1,000 times and it all works out. Okay, you will get kicked out once in a while, and you will get a lot of no's before you get a yes, and this is how it goes. And I didn't want to do it that much that I got a migraine for a week or 2. I objected it so much that my body started aching, and I remember I was crying, thinking exactly about that idea that I have a successful person in front of my eyes who wants to mentor me, and I can't do what he tells me to do. What does it mean? Am I self-sabotaging? Do I not want to be successful? And in general, I was raised with this idea that older people know better, and that I need to listen to them because they advise for what I should do and for how I should behave will help me to succeed. But then I was listening to this podcast, and it's a very powerful podcast. Seriously, you need to listen to that one. I was understanding that all this time I was thinking that my intuition is not working, that I don't know what's best for me. And all this time, my intuition was just yelling, not just whispering, yelling that this is not me, that I can't do this, It's just, it goes against everything that I am. And this is so powerful, you guys. You have this voice, you know deep inside what you want, what you need to do, how you should do it. And it's just that this voice can really be very quiet because it is covered with all these limiting beliefs, but you know deep inside, you know what's best for you. And if you don't trust yourself and you try to substitute your guidance system with somebody's opinion, it won't work. You will feel bad, you will get a migraine, or you will, I don't know, something else will happen. You will be self-sabotaging because this is not what you're supposed to do, and this is not what you want to do. So trust those instincts. Hear that inner voice. You know what's best for you, and only you know what's best for you. And the third quote, I unfortunately don't remember exactly from which podcast. I know for sure that it's from a podcast, Abundant Babes by Viola Hug, but I can't remember which one. And the quote is, you have to let go of who you should be and be who you really are. It is necessary for connection. And on one hand, it's very true. And on the other hand, it goes against everything that we've been taught, right? This is why we're trying to be quiet and be neutral to fit in. And we try to hide and cover our interests and I don't know what we consider our flaws maybe, because we want people to accept us. And in the truth, it's absolutely the opposite. When you open, when you let go of what you think you should be and you just embrace who you are and be real, this is how you build really strong connections with people, because people need to hear your story, people need to know the real you. And maybe the thing that you are trying to hide really will be the thing that will help you to connect with others. What people will see in you and think, hey, I'm like her or him. I want to be friends with that person because I feel that they're like me. And I know that it is hard to let go of what you think you should be and how you think you should behave. It's so hard. It took me a lot of time to actually start recording videos about the law of attraction and positive thinking. I was so scared of judgment, and I was just imagining people who I'm not even friends with anymore from high school or university. And I still saw their faces and I imagined them giggling at me because I talk about this crazy woo-woo stuff, and I need to be realistic. And the truth is that those people don't really even matter. I don't even know where they are and what they're doing now. But I let my fear control. Hello, mouse. So be yourself. Do you do what you feel like doing, and don't be afraid of people thinking that you're not worth their attention, because people who will stay in your life, they will accept you for who you are, and people who don't accept you for who you are just don't deserve staying in your life. And you're amazing. I keep telling you this on stream every time. You're amazing, and stay amazing and be yourself. And this is how people find each other. This is how friendships are built. When you're true to yourself and when you show this to other people and you are vulnerable and you're not scared of that. That's it for today. I hope this information was useful for you, because I honestly believe this is super powerful. And thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
And I will also be sharing links because first of all, I was once